Okay, the last. Is it gonna be good like this? Here. Shouldn't fall over, right? Okay. The last morning swim. Oh. Okay. Because it's the last morning swim, it's so easy to stay in there. It's just their perfect everything. Like, nothing's wrong. Oh well, this is part of life. This is part of traveling, I guess. Okay, so I'll stay here for a little bit, get some sun. Then I'll go to the pool bar for 10, and I can have a rum and coke and a water, hang out at the pool for an hour. And yeah, and that's how this day's gonna go. Okay, later. It's 10 a.m. and I've got my rum and coke. I'm living like it's a normal day here where I have the whole day. Let's see if I can see myself here. 1 hour. I got a good hour here to live it up. Now I gotta go pack my suitcase because it's a mess. And I'll get out of my unit and wait for the bus. Anyway. Oh, okay. The people I was partying with last night at 10 until 10 last night, they all said they'd be at the beach this morning for our last time together, but nobody showed up. I guess they all had hangovers. Oh well. And okay. Bye for now.
They have a judo academy. They have a secondary clinics.
Stop it.
So many things that make a real infrastructure that make here Varaderos be the only place here in Cuba that affords having a natural beach with its original town and later construction hotels. Because when you talk about Cayo Coco, look at the map of Cuba. So you see here, that's the map of Cuba. You say that looks like a dragon, but I would like to call it more a crocodile. You see, that's the sleeping crocodile, and the mascot for the baseball team here is a crocodile. You know, now we have a mini series, the baseball selection, the ones that were the 6 first teams of the last series, which indeed has lost a lot of ground in the country, not so much attention like it did in the past. But here the Industrialists, the baseball team from the capital, that they have a lion as the mascot, pet for the team. They selected some people to back up the team, and then they were having some jokes if Carmona, the manager of the team from Industrialists in Havana, is gonna have a week for free in Varaderos with him and his family, because most of the players he had here to back up the team here with the next, they were all from Matanzas. People say, well, probably he's going to have a week off in Varaderos with the family. So, you see here, Cuba, we got here, Varaderos is a peninsula, it's not a causeway. That's the school in which we graduate the staff that goes to work in the hotels. You see the evolution of tourism, how this one shows the very block-shaped structures from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. And then here in Varaderos, well, we have here some of the causeways in the country. Look at this. This is Cayo Coco, right on the central north side of the country, a little bit here to the eastward. Because the very next end of the country, if you take a map, you fold it up. It's right here, from north to south and east to west. Not many Cubans know the name of that place. They said central part of Cuba, the province Villa Clara, but the exact name, they have a big tree planet, you know, the fake tree that looks like a baobab that in Havana I showed you yesterday when you went to the K-Pok tree, K-A-P-O-K. So they planted one, and that's the next center of the country. That's called Guaracabulla, another name of the syllable gua that means that comes from the times of the Indians, which originally they were from the Orinoco and the Amazons. Guanahatabeyes, Siboneyes, and Taínos. You have close to the Hotel Blau Varaderos with a pyramid-shaped structure. The Hotel Taínos. Taínos is the name for the most social organized Indian tribe in the country. You do have reserves in BC. We don't have any, they run extinct. When we talk about Columbus, we say that Columbus did not discover Cuba. The Indians came first. But for you to that you like a little bit of history, the real discoverer of the country is considered we regard this guy from Germany, the multidisciplinary scientist Alexander von Humboldt, who traveled all the way. He went to the Amazons and wrote books about the history, political essays on the Cuba island. So this one here, you have here. Oh, well, they are actually from the kayak team here. One of the Olympic champions here, the last Olympic champion lives in Florida. But he was not competing this last Olympics. The best Cuban baseball players are abroad, you know. Chapman, the one of the Texas Rangers, ex Yankees. And then we have here a causeway. Look at this. Cayo Coco right here. Huh? Causeways into the water. But let me tell you that they didn't take into consideration the feedback with environment, so they didn't build so many tunnels. But in the year 2000, when we finished one here, 46 kilometers long, a jewel of the Cuban civil engineering, that one was awarded one environmental prize that's called Alcantara Prize. Alcantara is a bridge in Spain that was made by the Arabs. You know, the Arabs, when the Arabs conquered Spain for more than 700 years, and they still in use that bridge. So anytime you have your place that you build into the water, structures, bridges, or whatever, that they have so many tunnels on the back of the water is amazing, so they call it, they name it after this prize, this place, Alcantara Prize. Like Thiago Alcantara, the soccer player, Thiago Alcantara. Well, we'll be here at Varaderos. So Valodia is the driver's name. We thank you for coming here to Cuba. We'll be back at the airport in about 20 minutes. I can tell here by the look in your faces that you are hopefully homesick. Well, now you're covering your ears. You didn't want to listen to my voice, or what? Or do I have a bigger, strong voice? From the little town Santa Marta,
Cardboard boxes?
you know, there was a guy with all the chaplains jumped into the water. He was found 3 days after. Even, you know, Cuba is the country in the world that has the biggest number of caves per square kilometers. Maybe you could say, well, Russia, India, China, Canada, the States, Brazil, Argentina, which are among the biggest countries in the world. Australia. Oh, they have bigger, more caves, yes, but per square kilometers, Cuba is number one. And that's related here to the, that has to do with the composition of the soil. 63% is of limestone, the biggest stalagmite in the world. We have it here in the central part, 67 meters high. At the beginning of the 20th century, there were so many American companies that you needed to look for the guano or the bats wood. Very good for the gardens in New Jersey, New York, and Boston. So a Canadian fellow with his Cuban friend right down to the south where you have the Bay of Pigs, Playa Giron, was about 3 years before COVID started. I don't know the place from Canada which this guy came from. He used to come to Cuba many times a year, and he was a diver, professional diver. The Cuban and the boy, the Cuban lived in Playa Giron. They got into a cave. They were exploring on their own. When they got into one of the caves, mysteriously, a fluke. I would call it more than a fluke. I don't know. There might be a word to call more than a fluke. Something unexpected. The entrance of the cave collapsed, and after many expeditions, tried to search and look for those guys that never were found.
Is that a microphone or a water bottle?
Microphone.
Microphone. My voice is still. Thank you. You look after the voice, yeah? So that's why you're good to the bones. And you gotta stand by me, yeah? Like the sun says. You have your, on the left, you see they are cutting the leaves. They will take it to the factory. They process these ones, and they will make with the fabric, which is very lasting and hard, ropes. So the farmers will be happy when having the ropes or being produced from or out of these leaves. You see, different beaches in Cuba, they provide a good shade, but they were little for the quality of the sand. They have advantages like good for shade, and against the hurricanes, they are so flexible, bend over, they protect. But they provide more disadvantages like the leaves, they don't get decomposed so easy. They get mixed with the sand, the soil, the stones, the strata, the level of soil which gets lifted by the roots, secondary roots of the trees, which are not deep into the ground. And you see here how they germinate in any kind of soil. So the fruits are so round and with different ages, so sharp, so uncomfortable for the feet when you walk on. So fortunately we got rid of those, and then we planted the original trees, which are those that I mentioned that we make horrible wine out of the berries they produce. The sea grapes, they control the salt in the air. Very good for us because we are close to the sea, and many structures made and remade, you see, they suffer the impact. The cars, that's what calls the attention of people. When you see the cars, the metal of the cars, so they're still alive. But the paint job is quite amazing. You see, the turkey vulture, that's a bird that you get them, I said, they attack. I have seen them once in the blue moon attacking chickens in the countryside. I come from the countryside. I live in the city of Machanza, but I come from the countryside. I have seen them occasionally landing on the chicken, but they cannot get them. It's not like it's like an osprey, like an eagle. It's not like a kite, like a hawk. It has a good praise. So they have a very slow digestion that can make the bird eat once in a week. And they glide and hover over the places, and they take advantage of the currents of the wind. Right down to the south one, we have here the massive departure migration domestically here from the woods down to the Caribbean Sea. Millions of crabs go to lay the eggs. Then when they get run over by the cars, they are, you see, all the time the turkey vultures.
No.
Very sunny today. It looks like one August day. That used to be a fishing town. After the boom of the touristic industry for the year 1990 on, people started here building houses, and most of the workers, I would say that they, most of the people that live here, they don't work in the hotels because the community has expanded. You see, the young Cuban soccer players, well, the sub-20 qualified for the next World Cup. They made it to Chile. Yeah. But we are very optimistic about the Cuban national seniors team, yeah? They're playing very good. We are planning to be the world champion in the year 5010.
And then, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And then, do you think Genghis Khan have a book? It was the Art of War, yeah. Sun Tzu, yeah. The Lost Power. Yeah. I'm just intrigued. Oh, there's one book I used to have that I can't find anymore. It's called The 16th Round by Reuben Carter. You know the movie The Hurricane? It's his novel. It's the most profound, like some books I read, I start reading and I'm like, but that book, like, gripped me right from the get-go. And the ending was the most devastating shit I've ever read. So this guy was like falsely accused and convicted of murder. And at the end of it, it's the most sad ending. It goes, now we're waiting for one thing, now we're waiting for nothing, and one for nothing.
Well, we are reaching here at the airport. I beg you to look after your things here. Bring all your stuff. See if by any chance anybody put the phone in the pocket in front of you, on the back of the seat. If you see, if you have your documents, maybe, yeah, sometimes you have the phones lights off, or they just fall off the pocket and in between the seat and on the wall. Check it because we are gonna use here the bus for other further operations. And I will tell you, country folks, that you left behind a very nice sunny day. I hope it won't be so harsh. Well, BC is not bad. Minus 3 to 4.
6 degrees, 10 degrees.
Doesn't like other places. Yeah. Well, we are reaching here at the airport, and I want you to show here something. One of the most beautiful sceneries, according to vegetation, the tropical area is provided by the tree line that we have here on the right side. It's exactly the flame tree, flamboyant in French. Yeah. So they, you see, the wood is not so hard as they get attacked by the termites. So these brown roots that you see all the way down from the bottom to the top, you see the roots that they make. These are termites. If you go and scratch it a little bit here, you just get here the little termites, and they just build the nests on top. Yeah, and the farmers use the nests as food supply for chickens, but they gotta be drowned first. Look at there's a little termite nest here, straight ahead. Yeah. The pods of the tree are used by children in the countryside as sword to play with. Another, and the seeds are stone hard, and they are good for necklaces. That's the national tree of Puerto Rico, completely in red from May till July. So we are back here at the airport. Bring all your stuff. I hope you'll come back soon, and stay healthy. Stay healthy because of beauty faces. Thank you.
How many minutes? I have to get this for a video.
Oh, absolutely.
To go in from outside.
Yeah, for sure.
So I just put it in my bag. Am I going to do shuffle everything around? No.
It's a very different kind of world here to go in from the outside. It's, I've come off of the plane outside in the afternoon. It's kind of neat.
Still sad that it's spam passport. Why would they spam the ticket?
We have problems entering the U.S.
Why?
We have Cuba.
Oh, really?
So that's legal they don't do that.
Yeah.
We just did a tour in Europe, though, and we had a layover in Switzerland. They stamped it.
Yeah.
Nobody else did. U.S. jurisdiction, Cuba, and the state of terror. They support the terror.
Switzerland and Germany.
That was second we're going to the sea. Tomorrow? No, the day after. This weekend we're going down to Seattle.
You think you're asleep? What? You asleep? Oh yeah, okay. If you fall asleep, I'll just watch the whole
I don't know if it's like Joe Rogan or on Spotify. It might not show me the actual interview on Spotify. Joe Rogan on Spotify, it shows me the actual episode while I watch it. So it's so funny, it might just be audio.
That's on YouTube.
I have it on Spotify downloaded.
Oh, why did you? Oh, you can't when you don't have premium. Oh, I see.
When you don't download it, you
I don't know, never.
exactly.
But maybe it works.